When you're people pleasing, you are not being kind. You are being dishonest. This is the one thing about people pleasing that really gets to me. People pleasers think they're avoiding conflict or creating harmony. But here's what's actually happening: you're manipulating the situation to get what you want, even if what you want is just to avoid an uncomfortable conversation. Do you say sorry when someone bumps into you? Do you stay late at work while everyone else goes home on time? Have you ever wondered why it feels impossible to say no, even as an adult? For most of us, this goes straight back to childhood. When you're young, you learn to people please authority figures: teachers, parents, grandparents, and in toxic environments, people pleasing isn't just a habit, it's actually survival. Here's the tricky part: we carry that survival strategy into adult life, and it's almost impossible to notice in the moment. I used to apologize to my dishwasher, literally. I'd hit a bowl while unloading it and immediately say sorry to an appliance. That's when I knew something had to change. I looked into what I can do and I discovered the FAST method. It's a simple framework that changed a lot of things for me. Each letter gives you a quick way to check: am I people pleasing right now or am I being authentic? Let me walk you through exactly how this works with real examples from my life. Are you always the one staying late while everyone else goes home? The F stands for fair, and fairness isn't just about others, it's about you. Here's what happens: a friend asks you for a favor. You like your friend, you respect them, and you don't want to say no. But this favor, it's really bad timing. You've got your own stuff going on, you're stressed out. If you're a people pleaser, you'll say yes anyway. You'll put their needs above yours, overgive until you're exhausted, and then resent them for something they didn't even force you to do. Try this reframe. Instead of always saying yes, try: I can help you this time, I can help you this week, I can help you today, but not every time you ask. Being fair to yourself makes you visible again in your own life. Do you catch yourself saying sorry multiple times a day for things that aren't your fault? The A in FAST stands for no unnecessary apologies. I once apologized to a dishwasher, and that's when I realized I had a problem. I was saying sorry constantly, even when I'd done absolutely nothing wrong. A common example from people like me at work: we tend to write sorry for bothering you in work emails. But wait, am I actually sorry? I'm at work. It's literally my job to send and receive emails. Why am I apologizing for doing my job? Why am I apologizing for responding? So here's the shift. Replace sorry for the delay with thanks for your patience. Replace sorry for bothering you with thanks for your time. Every unnecessary sorry chips away at your self respect. People start seeing you as the chronic apologizer, and that's not where you want to be. Have you ever said yes to someone and immediately regretted it? The S in FAST stands for stick to your values. And the cycle looks something like this: someone asks you something. Immediately, your people pleaser reflex kicks in. Sure, no problem. But later, when you've had time to think, you feel exhausted and resentful. Sometimes a friend texts last minute: can you help me move today? It's happened to me. Your reflex says yes, but you had plans to rest after a brutal week. The strategy is not to say no outright. The strategy is to first pause, ask for time. You don't have to respond immediately. Say, let me check my schedule and get back to you. Then ask yourself, do I actually have the time? Do I have the energy? Does this align with what I need right now? And sometimes the most respectful answer is to simply say, I can't help you this time because I'm exhausted after the week that I had. You're not being mean, you're just being honest about your capacity. Most people pleasers have never practiced saying no kindly. How many times this week have you said, yeah, it's fine, when it absolutely wasn't fine? The T in fast stands for truthful. Maybe it's a restaurant you hate or plans you're dreading. Saying yes keeps the peace in the moment, but over time it erases your truth. You become invisible in your own relationships. The fix is that truthful doesn't mean harsh. You can say, I know you love that place, but it doesn't work well for me. Can we pick somewhere we'll both enjoy? And what's probably going to happen is that you'll feel uncomfortable at first. You'll worry about how your friend or your partner, how they'll respond and react. But here's the thing, this dynamic creates real respect both for yourself, your needs, and for others and their needs. So here's your takeaway. People pleasing is a survival skill you learned as a kid, but it doesn't have to run your adult life. The FAST method gives you a framework. Be fair to yourself, not just others. Drop the unnecessary apologies. Stick to your values by taking time to think. Be truthful without being harsh. Your homework. Pick one unnecessary apology you end up saying every day. Maybe sorry for bothering you in emails, and replace it with thank you for the next week. Then come back and tell me in the comments what was the hardest part for you and which fast skill do you struggle with the most. The awesome part about using a method like this is that you can set boundaries in a way that feels both strong and kind. You don't have to choose between being authentic and being respectful. You can be both. And if you find yourself apologizing to your appliances, also let me know in the comments below. Until next time.